All right, guys, this one is just about action, okay? Why would I make a whole video on taking action? Dude, this is a good question because this is the most important question. Action is not just taking action. Today I'm going to make a whole chapter, a whole freaking video on action, because without action, there's no traction. Without action, there's nothing going on, dude. There's nothing going on. And I tell you a story about that because I just begin to understand. I begin to understand the power of action. Because the power of action is more than you think. It's more than just doing the thing you want to do, or doing the thing every day, or moving. It's more than moving, okay? If you understand action, you notice that a lot of other things are going to change. Planning will change its nature, okay? You cannot plan like you used to plan before, because to the degree you take action, or the degree you take action is, dude, it determines how you have to plan for these actions, right? So I remember when I always did everything, I either did it, or I planned something out before I did it. I, researched a little bit, and then I fully went into it. But, for the couple last months or so, this thing completely changed, okay? So the nature of planning changed. If you move so quick, if you move with action, if you just do the things you want to do, you cannot plan much. This is what I want to tell you. You cannot really plan much. I do it like this. Like I plan as I go. I plan as I go. Okay? Because every single time I try to plan a lot in advance, I risk missing something. Or I risk losing momentum. I risk losing action. I risk losing the leverage I have on action. The leverage I have on movement. Okay, action is actually movement. So if you figured out how to do the things that you want to do to get where you want to go on a daily basis, you essentially figured out how to take action and how to turn action into movement. So just dynamic action. Let's just call it dynamic action. For me personally, dynamic action is ongoing activity. Just nonstop, dude. Just nonstop. Just having fun, okay? Having fun with the things you do. All right? Can be anything. You can take massive action doing anything, right? It can be anything that you want to do. But the most important part is if you can transform taking action into movement, then the nature of planning will change, because you don't plan for an act anymore, okay? You don't plan for one act. You don't plan for something to then go and do it, to then plan again, to then go and do it. The nature of your activity changes. The nature of how you work changes. The nature of what you do changes. And this is why it's so important. Now, why do I talk about this? Because planning is important, right? Planning is important. No matter in which scenario you want to apply it to, right? So if I have to learn something in order to not make a mistake, for example, then I have to read through a page, or I have to read through 5 pages or 10 pages. I know, those are the mistakes I have to avoid. And now I go do the thing. But what happens if you do the thing all the time, and you do it wrong all the time, and you never read something about it? You don't even know that you do it wrong. It's also not a good dynamic. So the difference between the two, the difference between planning and taking action is really important for me personally right now in this moment. So what I do is I just take massive action all the time, and I take action in dynamic ways. So for me personally, it's like I read, I directly apply it. I read through something and directly apply. I read through it, I apply. I watch a video, I apply. I read through it, I apply. I think about it, I apply. I think about it, I take notes, I apply. It's like this consistent move of, or this consistent iterational move of doing things, which is crazy. So maybe it's just that it's just these intervals of planning and taking action, they've become really short. Maybe it's that these distances between planning and taking action, they've just become really short. And if I skip one, or if I skip the planning part, I don't really move forward here, and I waste leverage on that action. I waste potential on that action if the planning is not done previously, or if the planning is not done while taking the action. This is the most problematic thing, because if I lose leverage on doing something, or if I lose leverage on my next move, just because I don't have the right information to fully fulfill the potential of the next move, then that's a problem. Is that be holding me back? It's almost like losing time to some degree. So for example, let's say you want to do something, okay? You want to write a book, or you want to do something else. Let's say you want to write a book, or you want to do something else. Want to build a company, for example, or you want to talk to a woman. You want to talk to a woman. You want to get her on the second date. You want to get her on the third date, or you want to paint a picture, a really important one, man. Maybe for a family member, whatever it might be. Now, what you're gonna do is you just have to think through this thing and do it, right? But the question is, at which speed you want to do it. Do you want to take a year? Do you want to take a month? Do you want to do it as fast as you can? What's the most important thing for you? Is it the quality? Is it that you want to get it done to then iterate through it again? Like you need to have a plan. If you want to do something, you need to have a plan. The plan doesn't need to be perfect. You don't need to think hours about a plan. The most important thing is, when you don't know where to start, you just start. Because the plan can also establish. So you can start here and keep moving, and you will notice there's a bunch of things that's missing, a bunch of things that are missing along the way. Good. You identified that. You identified that. Now what you're going to do next is you stop. You inform yourself about the obstacles. You know which one is the biggest obstacle, or which one is the easiest to come, and you choose a path. And once you're there, you educate yourself again about what you've just done, about how you've done it, and about all the other things you could have done and where they would have led you. Because maybe you made the right decision at that point, and maybe you did not make the right decision at that point. Now, if you did not make the right decision at that point, it's not a problem, because remember the point, you stopped here to think, to educate yourself. Now here, again, you stand here and now you educate yourself about these possibilities again. Or maybe because you went this way, some other possibilities or obstacle have formed, which then now create another opportunity for you to educate yourself on, to then move through them, right? The goal is to move through obstacles as fast as you humanly can. That's the main goal. That's my main goal. Is like, I have an obstacle, I have a problem. How can I move through this thing as fast as I humanly can? What can I do to move through this problem as fast as I can? Do I need to read? Do I need to just move through? Has it to do with fear? Is it some intellectual barrier? Do I need to read something? Do I need to breathe before I do it? Do I need to take action on it immediately because it's just a mental barrier? Because I just perceive it as a difficult thing to do, but it's actually not? Or is it something completely different? Do I need to ask somebody? Is it not publicly available information? Do I need to do deeper research? Do I need to research which tools would help me do the research to get to the problem, to get to the heart of the problem, to overcome it as fast as possible? See, those are the things that I'm talking about. So I don't know if you understand this or what I mean, but I think yes, I think you do, because otherwise you would have not watched this video until this point. And actually, this is just about taking action. So the importance of taking action. Now that was the mechanicals. That was the mechanicals of taking action. But the importance of taking action is a completely different one, because the importance of taking action is everything. Dude, if I don't take action, I need a day longer to get to my destination. If I don't take action, I need a week longer in a problematic state. I need to tackle a problem longer. Now, I don't want to deal with that problem any longer. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to move with speed. Okay? No emotions. No whiny cry. I don't want to do that. No garbage. Nothing. And I move through this problem that I have. And even if I'm uncertain about doing something that I don't know about, okay? Whatever it might be. It don't matter. Just do it. I just blast through, man. It doesn't matter, okay? If it doesn't hurt me to blast through. If it doesn't hurt me personally, of course, physically, all these things, ethically, morally, very important, because I want to be able to move with action all the time. Now, I cannot forget that I need to sleep a lot and that I need to act ethically, because if I don't, then I screw myself up in the long run. That's why I don't do this, okay?